On the mid-season finale, Delandus opens up about the loss of his grandma, his grief journey, and True opens up about the loss of his aunt, how he coped, and more. Alright, so we're gonna start with you, True. Alright. Let's start at the moment when you found who you want to open up about first?
Well.
Wait, or just take me back when your grief first started.
My first experience with grieving over a loved one that passed was the first memorable one that I remember was my auntie. This was in 2015. 2015, I remember the morning, like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So, she died, my auntie died, she died from drug overdose. She used to pop pills and stuff like that, and it was real bad, got real bad. She passed away, overdose, overnight one day. She left with some of her friends. And I remember this shit like yesterday, man. I was woke up to my mama screaming. I'm like screaming, like that shit was so scary. I ain't never heard this, like, never heard this shit like that. And to hear that, I already knew it was something serious. So boom, she screaming to the top of her lungs. Her sister gone, her sister dead, and it started right there.
And
that was the news of the death. Then it started from there after the funeral, because I'm old enough to already know this real. She gone, she ain't coming back. So that was my first time. Yeah.
What about you, Delandus?
Well, my first time with grief was my grandma.
Your grandma? Wherever you want to start.
I say my first time with grief, like really like a family member, was like 2015. But it been like back to back, like aunties and uncles. I got like every tattoo on me, really like family. But my grandma, she passed last year. That was like the one that like hit the most out of all of them. Like she was so happy for me, like with the little stuff that been, what I've been doing lately. And she just wanna just keep continuing to just see me just go up. And then, but we all knew she had cancer.
Yeah.
So last Christmas, she was like 2020 Christmas, she was like, y'all, this might be my last Christmas. We ain't trying to hear that though. We like grandma, we like grandma, what I'm saying? You just talking stuff like that. You gonna be straight. We love you, stuff like that. And then it was one day, my dad was like, she in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, come see her, because that might be her last time. We was already kind of processing it though, because she was slick telling us like she was in her last stages of it.
Really trying to prepare y'all.
Yeah, so when we went up there, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, all my family, like in funerals, I probably be the one that be crying the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be women, all that, I be crying like one of them. But when I had one in there, I just started laying in that bed, and it kind of hit me like, man, she finna be gone. So she just hugged me, and I started crying. And she was just like, keep going, you know what I'm saying? Stay focused. I'ma always be with you. And like, I just keep up with me every day I wake up now. It wasn't, I ain't gonna say it was just like a strong grief, but it was just like, we knew what she was finna die from.
Yeah.
So it was like, we were kind of understanding from.
So I knew to expect it.
Yeah, so I had to really be there for my dad more than anybody. Cause like, he was like her baby.
Yeah.
Like, he was like her closest, so. You know what I'm saying? Just being there for him and stuff. Just trying to go through that, and every day she just be with me. I got her name tagged on me last week. So, it was.
Yeah, so where are you on your grief journey? Like, how are you dealing? Like, what are you doing? Like, when your dark days come, like, what do you do to pull yourself out of it?
Alright, well, my dark time, how I cope or whatever with grief, and with grief is through music. My passion is music. I'm an artist. I rap, so I like folks like Rod Wave and all them rappers who put their pain in music, so I kind of do that too. But when I do it though, it be probably music that I'm saved though, just for myself.
Yeah.
Type shit. So I just let it out in the studio. What I'm feeling. Type shit.
What about you, Delandus?
What was the question here?
When your dog days come, like how do you what do you do to pull yourself out of it?
I really just pray. You know what I'm saying? Just be my own motivation. You know what I'm saying? Think about my loved one that won't want me being sad that they gone, stuff like that. Cause if you being sad that they say she was her, say my grandma her, she won't be like, you know what I'm saying, Tudor, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be like that. Like my auntie, I had a close auntie that passed. And all of them say the same thing, like they seen me right like that day, like sad or something, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, man, keep your head or just stay focused. And every day I just had that same mindset when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? If they wouldn't want me to be sad, they want me to just stay focused and just keep chasing my dream.
What have grief taught y'all about friendships or family?
Anytime I was grieving about death of a loved one or something like that, friendship, they ain't never matter. That ain't never matter with me, because I ain't never really just had real friends anyway. I never even really had real friends, so I never would have even went to a friend. I wouldn't even went to them for
talk about what you're going through, how you feel.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want, what is it, empathy, whatever.
Sympathy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want nothing from them. So friendship wouldn't even be a problem factor, nothing like that. Yeah.
What have your grief, journey taught you about friendships and family?
Really my grandma passed. When the grandma passed in the family, everybody kind of get divided a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all gotta want to still be close on y'all own at that point, because ain't nobody really just, all the get-together stuff that they really the grandma. So, you know what I'm saying? It really just made me cherish people more, though. Like my friends, my family, my sister, folks I be dealing with, just made me cherish them more, because, you know what I'm saying? When you leave the house, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
so
guaranteed to make it back.
Right, so every day just I tell everybody I love them, man, basically. You know what I'm saying? Or I just check in on people that I ain't heard from them in a long time. Like, you alright? Or just you know what I'm saying? Just it made me wake up more.
Yeah, look at life different and cherish your people more. Because,
be more calm about situations. Don't be mad all the time. You know what I'm saying? Or just don't let stuff try to get you down. Cause life really precious, and it can be gone to you know what I'm saying? Just like that.
I'm the opposite of that. I'm the opposite of that. Like when folks die, I feel like when a friend or family member, after somebody died that we was close to, your actions your actions want to change after they died. Like we ain't been fucking with each other. We ain't been this close. So all because that person died now is I'm just checking on you. I love you. This and that. Man, you can say this shit. Really?
Because for one, it's only gonna be for the moment. And
exactly. It's really just for the
everybody.
If this person didn't die, you wouldn't have been even talking to me.
And then when my grandma passed, a whole bunch of family, I ain't seen people since. I haven't talked to none of them since. And related family, immediately family. No, I ain't talked to some of my grandma other grandkids 4 years now. I had to get over this. I'm over this stage. Hey, we ain't talked since then. Hey, it is what it is. So. Yeah, my family, when my grandma died, the family died, literally. We see each other out in public, we trying to walk past each other we don't even know each other. But, I'm okay with that because, life's still great and it is what it is. Grandma gone, them get-togethers, none of that gonna happen. And I was telling my auntie, even if the cousins was to, rekindle or get back together for one, 4 years of not talking. For one, not even knowing the reason why none of us talking. So for one, you got to build that trust and. Hey, that's just too much to do in today's life. Everybody in their 20s, everybody adults. It's time to go chase dreams, Hey, you gotta live that your passion. Do what you gotta do. It is what it is. But I'm good on everything. But yeah. So, how is grief affecting y'all mental health still?
It helps to let me know that I can get through whatever by myself. Type shit. Once I got over it, I ain't sitting around. I ain't sitting around. I never. Okay, because I lost a loved one, I ain't let that stop me from continuing with life. And since how I grieve, basically to myself on my own. Only I know how I feel and what I'm going through. And I got through it, so that taught me that I can get through. You know, I can get through tough times, and which I already knew it, but I went and had the experience for myself.
Yeah. And especially going through tough times alone, especially the hard times, and when you're going through it alone, I mean, you build this strength of not needing nobody. If I got this far on my own, like, I don't know, that's where I'm at. Like, I ain't like November, besides my grandma, that was my hardest shit ever. Like, for real. And I ain't lie, that's the time I needed people the most. People I was there for, you know, prior everything all that happened. And nobody was there for me, I was there for them. When I tell you, bruh. Like, I got an episode where I'm opening up, but I ain't gonna get into details, but I went through my stages I never went through, like, turned to a person I didn't even know. But that's another story. But I'm just went through all that long with nobody there. I'm a motherfucking beast now. What? I'm a motherfucking beast. I don't need nobody. I'm gonna get through it on my. I'm getting through it without them people. Like, hey, yeah. What about you?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all really see everything. Y'all really see how you feeling about the situation.
Yeah, so man, I'm telling you, going through them dark times alone, the best thing to do. But a lot of people say it ain't healthy, which sometimes it's not. But shit, you been through it so much alone, so you gonna get through it.
You living your life. So
yeah. And everybody different. Like, they don't know how you feel in a certain way. I mean, the situation, because it's not them. So. Hey, but a lot of people think they need somebody the whole time. And people think you need really the one draining your energy about you. The little energy you pick back up before putting it back down. Because, you know, people be at war with themselves and energy is transferred. So, hey, you know, but you know, people got to learn that on their own, though. Being alone is key. As long as, you know, you ain't getting too deep in your thoughts and, you know, wanting to kill yourself. But, you know, that's normal.
It's really the best time for you to really get all your thoughts together, though, when you by yourself, you know what I'm saying? So
and you get to connect back with you and understand you better than, you know, you've understood yourself before. But man, bro, I appreciate y'all for coming on this show. That y'all was like vulnerable, you know, that a lot of us not. Like, we don't open up about what we go through. And you know, damn, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all open up to really for the help a lot of people, like, for real.
Yeah, I'm glad to help.
Like, for real, like.
Appreciate that.
All right.